All right, guys, I got to get something off my chest. This Colin Kaepernick bullshit. Colin Kaepernick, I hope someone gets this to you. I might even DM you this. Colin. Your name's Colin. Your last name is Kaepernick. You're a fucking phony. Colin Kaepernick. Now, let me preface what I'm about to say. I am all about activism. I'm about pride and who you are, where you come from. I'm all about that stuff. I am a proud man myself. Black activism. Any race who gets behind what they stand for, I'm about it. I'm about it. I like to bring people together. But Colin Kaepernick, you're a fucking phony. Colin Kaepernick was adopted by two loving white people. Now, it shouldn't matter anybody's color, but we're in an age where we have to speak like this. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And I'm the guy to bring the conversation. I always have been. Good or bad. I know I face repercussions, but when something's worth it to you in your heart, you have to speak. Colin Kaepernick was adopted by two loving white parents. They adopted him. They named him Colin. Their name is Kaepernick. He grew up in a house with his white parents. He grew up in a loving home with his white parents. He never was from the hood. He never had to deal with like all these struggles like a lot of people do. So for Colin Kaepernick to spit in the face of his parents that adopted him and did so much for him, and all of a sudden, you know why he took the knee? Let me tell you why he took the knee. Colin Kaepernick was a decent quarterback. He got his team to a Super Bowl. Kind of like Jimmy G. If Jimmy G retired, would we say, oh my God, they got to give Jimmy G a chance? No. You know why? Because Colin Kaepernick, he took San Fran to a Super Bowl. Then he got hurt the next season somewhere along the line. He had a surgery in the offseason. He came into camp 23 pounds underweight. Sorry about this, it's slipping. I'm not in my usual settings. He came into camp the next year 23 pounds light. See, some guys, they sit around, they get fat. Sometimes some guys sit around, they get skinny. You could see by his body type, he's the dude that gets skinny. Came in 25 pounds underweight. Stunk. Blaine Gabbert beat Colin Kaepernick out. It was the preseason. I believe it was 2017. I remember where I was watching it. Gabbert had already beaten out Kaepernick. Very good example. Marcus Mariota, high recruit out of college. Tennessee Titans quarterback. Now, if Marcus Mariota just played those 4 years or something, and then he was out of the league, they'd be like, oh my God, they got to give Mariota a shot. But Mariota showed who he was. Now he's a backup wherever he is. I think he's a backup somewhere, Oakland maybe. But and Tannehill became the quarterback. So the writing on the wall was Colin Kaepernick had become a backup already. Now he's the backup. San Fran game comes, right? What happens? What happens? Oh. Then he takes the knee. He took the knee when he was the backup. Then he became this fucking guy who wore pigs on his socks, Fidel Castro. He's a phony. He don't want to play football. He had a workout a couple years ago. Oh, I'm going to be here. No, I'm going to be here. Now it's like he's having more workouts. What the fuck is a workout? I could go to a field and throw 100 out of 100. That means shit. Colin Kaepernick, you stink. You're not as good as the media tries to make it with the narrative because you were a backup before you ever took your knee. So take your phony ass. You already got a lawsuit from the NFL. You sued them. They paid you. You got a couple million off that. You robbed the NFL. Colin Kaepernick, adopted Kaepernick. And you spit in the face of your fucking white parents. You, sir. How do you even sit up in a chair with no fucking spine? Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe.